Hi everyone, it's Brenda from Fred Parents. As you can tell, we're here at Fredericksburg Academy, and let me say I'm recovering from bronchitis, so if I cough, I apologize. But we are actually here. We are going to do a little tour of the lower school, and to help us with our tour is Dee Wong. She is the Director of Development here. Dee, hello.
Hello, good morning everyone.
Good morning. Can you tell us something really awesome about Fredericksburg Academy?
I could tell you so many things that are awesome about Fredericksburg Academy, but you don't want to hear what I think is awesome about Fredericksburg Academy. What we really want is for you to come to campus and figure it out for yourself.
Yes. So let's take a little tour.
Let's do it. Yes.
I'm excited.
So I'm going to introduce you to one of the first people that you would meet when you would come to campus.
Okay.
And it all starts with our admission office.
Okay.
So we're going to peek right in this lovely office. Good morning.
Welcome.
This is Marnie Shatkin.
Hi, Marnie.
How are you?
Good. Okay, so why should people take a tour of Fredericksburg Academy?
Well, the best reason to come visit is to see our students and our faculty engaged in the everyday learning that they do best all day long.
Awesome. That's good enough reason for me.
That's what we're going to do now.
Let's take a tour.
Thanks, Marnie.
Have a great one.
So we're going to pop right down here. This is our lower school.
It's beautiful. There's so much color.
There is. People often tell us that it feels like walking through an art gallery
Yeah.
when they come to visit with the volume of student work. And this is ever changing too,
Yeah.
depending on what they're working on in their classes, in their art class. So we want a warm, vibrant place to learn. That's really important.
Well, this is definitely it.
So we're coming back to our 4th grade.
Okay.
And this is one of our 4th grade classes we're going to stop in and say hello to.
Awesome. Hi, everyone.
Can I introduce you to our 4th grade and our 4th grade teacher, Mr.
Hi,
Evans?
Hi, Mr. Evans.
Hello, hi.
All right. Well,
Hiya.
I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Actually, 2 questions. So why is 4th grade awesome, and what is your favorite subject to teach?
Oh boy. Well, my favorite subject to teach is, I love science, I love reading, I love history. I guess history is my favorite.
History.
For sure, lots of hands-on history. And the reason why I love to teach in the 4th grade is this is kind of the next level of intellectual curiosity.
Ooh.
And so in here we get a chance to do lots of hands-on learning, and our curriculum is very solid, where we tie our reading into our history and our science into our history, and so it's a complete package, and that's why I like 4th grade.
That's awesome. And I do have to note that some of these kids are sitting on exercise balls, bouncy balls. I think they have like a million different names. So, yes, this is awesome. I love it. Is there a reason for the special chairs?
Mr. Evans?
So a little bit of movement is a great thing, and so this helps with core strength, and it keeps us focused, and it keeps a little bit of responsibility at play all day long. So we monitor how we sit and where we're sitting, and these are just great. Gives everybody a little bit of extra movement.
A little bit of movement, a little bit of focus. I love it. Well, awesome. Let's keep going. We got a tour to do.
We do. We have a lot to see. Thank you so
Thank
much
you so
for
much,
Bye,
guys.
So as Mr. Evans said, movement is so important, and we really believe in movement in every class. So we're actually going to go outside now and meet some of our early childhood students who are moving on our playscape.
Awesome. So what is a playscape?
A playscape is kind of a non-traditional playground. So it has mostly natural elements. So when you go on the playscape, there's no structure that is telling you what to do. There's no slide that you automatically know you have to climb up just to go down.
Okay.
It's more of a kind of learning and discovery area where you really get to let your imagination run wild.
I love that. And is that open to most of the school, or just the
Yes.
preschool?
Yes, anyone can use the playscape, and we often have play dates on our campus too, where we're inviting the community to join us for activities there.
And guys, this is the campus. It's really, really beautiful. I don't know how well you can see, but so I think a question that we usually get when we mention Fredericksburg Academy are all the schools together? Because this is the lower school. What does it mean, lower school, upper school? How are they separated? How are they together?
Well, we have 3 divisions on one campus.
Okay.
And our campus, our total campus is 44 acres.
Okay.
So it's really big. It goes across the road.
See, guys, it goes all the way down.
There's actually a tunnel that connects our campus through under Falcon Drive to our sports field.
Awesome.
It's awesome.
And they are over there. I don't know. I'm very
They
short.
are. And our cross country trail is back there too. It goes through the
Awesome.
woods. And the best part about that is that our younger students in particular get to take advantage of the opportunities of being on a campus that also has older students. We have a competition gymnasium. We have a swimming pool, a competition swimming pool. We actually have swimming included in our physical education curriculum. So every third grader here learns how to swim.
Guys, we got a little carried away in the playscape.
There's a lot of action on there.
There's a lot of action. So we are still live. This is the second half of the tour for Fredericksburg Academy. We're walking from the playscape back into the building, and we are going to go upstairs.
We are, yes. Okay. We're going into the area of campus that's mainly used for our middle school.
Okay.
So, but we also have our 5th grade and our lower school music
Okay.
and our science lab upstairs.
Very cool. So one thing that you notice when you're walking through the building, going through Fredericksburg Academy, look at the little house. I don't know if you can see, there's like a little house back there. Going through Fredericksburg Academy is that the classes seem very small and very connected. Can you tell me a little bit about class size and like what the ratio is and maybe why that's important to think about?
Yeah, it's one of the things that we're really known for. Our class sizes are intentionally small so that each student can get what he or she needs in order to learn and get that teacher attention, which is so important. So our average class size is 12 to 1.
Wow.
But even more importantly than that, in my opinion, is the student to teacher ratio, which is really small, 7 to 1. So for every 7 students, there is 1 teacher that can share his or her attention to be spending time with them at multiple points throughout the day with individualizing reading and math and technology. So that's really where we see a big difference of our program.
And one thing,
Are you
that I
liking
can't
the
help
art
but
here?
notice,
Yes.
noticing my eye, I'm like, this artwork is fantastic.
It is incredible. We really have a vibrant arts program all throughout the school, but you're looking now at upper and middle school artwork.
The students made these, guys.
They did, yes.
These are wonderful.
They did. This is the latest project by our 6th grade art class. They did these clay Angry Bird piggy banks.
Oh, that's so cute. I love it. My children would love it. Great. Oh my.
It's
So,
pretty special. Here's our head of school if we'd like to say hello to her.
Hello, good morning, everybody.
surprise!
Yes.
You're live on my parents' Facebook page.
Welcome to Fredericksburg Academy.
Thank you. What can I ask you real quick? Why
Sure.
you love Fredericksburg Academy? I'm sorry.
Oh, goodness. What don't I love about Fredericksburg Academy? Well, number one is we are truly a community. I mean, and having 3-year-olds through 12th graders all on one campus is a special aspect about Fredericksburg Academy that you don't find a lot of other schools that go all the way through 12th grade. So between that and I just think the academic program is one that really challenges kids to kind of dig deep and try maybe a little bit harder for things that maybe they didn't think they could do, and then they realize what they can do. So I think that I know for myself, I never felt like I was pushed in a way, especially in high school, that got me to kind of be willing to take a risk or build confidence. And I think all of our students who leave here are willing to take risks, and when they go to college, they're more than ready. They know how to handle everything, and so I think it's a pretty neat place.
Yeah, there's such a strong sense of community here.
Yeah.
That everybody just seems very connected and very comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Very
environment
welcoming.
is so important, just as you're walking from building to building and then in the classroom, when you're comfortable in your surroundings and you feel safe, and then the learning, comes a little bit easier. So you can focus on the things that you need to focus on.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for being here.
Absolutely.
So we're the Falcons.
Yes.
Fredericksburg Academy Falcons. And our head of school says it so well because she's been here nearly since the school's founding. But
Wow.
we are really a community of people that centers around our students, each individual student. And we're focused on our mission, which when you come up the stairs, you can see in front of you.
Yeah, sorry if you guys got seasick trying to read it. Let me read it to you right here. It says, we inspire and empower our students to discover, to engage, and to imagine the limitless nature of themselves and the world.
So those are the parameters that our faculty get to work within. And if you think about those words, it's pretty incredible. So
It is.
that's why they really get to do some pretty incredible things here.
So just to ask one more time, or just clarify, this is where middle schoolers and fifth graders would be,
Right,
correct?
so this
Okay.
is kind of our dividing space. Our middle school gathers in this space for lunch and for study halls and for their snack time. And then this is really part of our lower school. You can kind of hear the xylophone beats as we're walking down this hallway.
Some sweet xylophone beats.
So we have fifth grade up here and our STEAM lab.
So what is STEAM?
So STEAM is science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. They're all connected.
I love that art was included in that. So tell me a little bit about the lab and like how this is different than what you may normally come
Well,
across.
this whole space is a space that probably doesn't exist in a lot of other schools. It's a dedicated space that our students and our teachers get to come in and really get hands-on in. You can see there's a lot of different things going on in this space. It's all hands-on, it's all experiential, and it all ties into their classroom learning.
Okay.
We actually have a person on our faculty who works with those classroom teachers to specifically plan activities in this space for the students.
So it's like a science lab, but every classroom has time here in a
Right.
way.
It's like super science.
Okay.
So for instance, last week, our third grade was studying ancient Rome. They came up here and they studied the engineering principles behind the Roman aqueducts, and then they constructed their own replicas of aqueducts in this space
Okay.
with their teachers and with our STEM coordinator.
Excellent.
And they had a really long aqueduct. They made individual ones, but then as a class, they also made one that stretched about the length of the room. It was really cool.
Gosh.
And just a little bit wet.
Well, science is messy, right?
It
It's
is,
supposed to be.
exactly.
So you guys can probably tell we're approaching the music room.
They're rehearsing for the upcoming holiday program.
We may have a chance to talk to Mr. Sintuli. Dee's sneaking in.
You saying you want to, Ben, what are you saying?
You need to work on the vocal part.
Well, yeah, we just added it about 10 minutes ago while you were at the nurse, so that's great.
You need to tell him the xylophone thing, like it's not on the same tune. It's the. Oh yeah, we should do it.
Hold on. Say it again, Molly.
It like when you sing it, you're not singing it normally. You're going with the xylophone.
Oh, Ben, we were saying she's saying it's very short. So like harp, alda, bells, sweet, silver, bells, very short, the same way to kind of match how you're playing it on the xylophone. Yeah. We like that? Is that gonna stay in?
Yes.
Okay. I'll talk to Mrs. Mann's class tomorrow. I've got copies for them. Hi.
Hi.
This is Mr. Santulli,
Hi,
our
Mr.
music
Santulli.
teacher.
Hello, hello.
Hi, I'm Brenda from Fred Parent.
Oh,
and
welcome
we-
to FA.
Thank you. We were just popping in to do a little virtual tour and check it out. So, music. Why is music important to learning? Why are you so passionate about it?
Well, I think it makes us uniquely human. I think music is something that
Yes.
we find in humanity, and so it's found across multiple cultures. It can be really important even if we don't communicate the same language. We can communicate musically together, share together. For these guys, it gives them an amazing creative outlet.
Yeah.
So we're working on an arrangement for our December 20th holiday concert. We started with a very small bit of music, and then they've been just morphing it and changing it every week. So it really gives them the opportunity to work in their comfort zone and figure out how they want to do it. Today they added an entire additional section because someone had requested to add a vocal part we hadn't had, and we were just testing it out. And the consensus is what?
It's good.
We're going to keep it in?
Yeah.
So it's really nice. We like how it worked out.
Oh, so you actually are able to let students make choices with music and test
yeah.
theories and that kind of thing.
Yeah, so the idea with like working like right to the edge of their comfort zone, I think we're doing every week. So they started with something that was almost too hard, and once we were comfortable there, then we were able to go to the next level and they could start adding. So we started with a very small base of instruments and just the main part. We added our basses, and then they wanted to add the chimes to take over the bass part in one section, and then they wanted to add some of the louder percussion, and then what do we have to do to figure out the loud percussion in the soft section?
We do those mallets.
Yeah, so they wanted to incorporate it into a section which would be harder on a louder instrument, so then they are switching mallets around. So a lot of student creativity, they're really arranging their piece for that concert.
That's awesome, and it sounded really good, guys. So you're definitely onto something.
Oh,
I
could
dig
you hear it through the
dig
door? Are we a little loud? Yeah, came in right during the finale. It's great.
There's nothing wrong with loud music. I'm into it. Thank
All
you,
right,
guys.
thank
Keep it up.
So Ben brings a great
Awesome.
point.
So that's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, it's really neat. I love how the smaller classes and the smaller school itself kind of, hey, looking at a wall, sorry guys.
That's our living. Our 4th and 5th graders did that piece last year in their art class.
Oh my gosh.
It's actually over 7,000 individual squares of fabric that they put together
I had no idea.
and modeled it after
That guys.
this famous painting that you see here. Yes.
Guys, that's awesome.
And they got to direct how it was coming together compared to the model. So students have incredible amounts of choice here.
That's what I was
through
saying
all
before I got
of their
distracted
learning.
by the
exactly.
movie, yes.
So just another great example.
Sorry if you're getting dizzy, guys.
Lots of art.
So if somebody was curious about Fredericksburg Academy, about admissions or enrollment, or if this would be a good match for their child, if they want to take a tour, how would they get a hold of you, or who do they get a hold of? Like, who would they call?
Yeah, so our website is a great resource. If you go to our website, fredericksburgacademy.org, you can kind of take that first step in learning more about our program and our school, and then reaching out to our admission office.
Okay.
There's lots of spaces on that website for you to get in contact with them. You can even schedule your own tour where you tell us a date and time of day that works for you, and they will make it happen. We have families touring every day, all times of day, even on the weekends.
And guys, I'm going to post that in the comment section below by the end of the day today, all that contact info. All right, Dee, so we're towards the end. So tell me, what is something you love about Fredericksburg Academy that you want other people to know?
I love the community. This is so much more than just a school. And you can feel that your first visit on campus, but when you really become a part of it and join us as a parent or a teacher or a staff member, even if you're just helping out as a summer camp counselor, it really becomes a very important part of your life.
Aw. Okay, Dee, I have to ask a random question that has nothing to do with anything. It's almost Christmas. What are you hoping to get under the Christmas tree?
Oh my goodness. I am hoping that as long as my family is with me, I will be happy. I'm driving everyone crazy right now because I have no idea what I want for Christmas. I just want everyone to be together, and I want a little relaxation.
That's like every mom everywhere. I don't
Right?
know what to
Yes.
get. I just want to relax.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Thank you so much
Oh,
for the
thanks for
tour. This
coming.
has been lovely.
It's been great to meet you all.
Bye, guys.